Hendrix Amanda Muir. That is my 2-year-old daughter. And everything that I do, right? If you watch basketball games, specifically pro college on TV, some of the best scorers, what do? They'll tell you, they shot 30 points, 12 from 24 on the field. And then they'll proceed further to show you where they shot their made and missed baskets from, right? They'll put the mades in the green, the misses in the red to show you, right? We know there's a shot chart. And they give a percentage of where. Was it a layup? Was it mid-range? Was it 3-point, right? And so when I think about legacy, I think about the shoulders that I stand on, right? And there's so many, right? I mentioned my grandmother and my mother to you, strong women, that we wouldn't have enough time for me to explain to you the footprints that they left on their shot chart for me. My mother is still 44 years in education, mentorship, leadership, servant leadership. And so I'm a fourth of what she's sown into the earth in that aspect. But I have her shot chart to see where the maids came, to see where the misses were. And so her legacy that she led, a lot of times when people talk about legacy, they talk about only success, right? They don't talk about the missteps, the mistakes, the errors, right? So moving down to myself, as I stand on those shoulders of so many women who have led and paved the way for me, I'm working to create a shot chart that is not afraid if I go 0 for 30 one day, because that means that Hendrix Amanda Muir can go 30 for 30 because she watched mommy's shot chart. I'm leaving a legacy that talks about servant leadership, that when I sow into the earth, I may not see the manifestation of the plants or the trees that come to pass, but it will provide shade for my baby girl to sit under and say, my mama did that. So when I talk about legacy, it mirrors in with the success question you asked earlier. Legacy to me is not a destination. It's just fulfilling the time span and the space and collecting the shots while I'm here. So it helps to create a better field goal position for those that come after me. Whether she gives me grandchildren or not, the extension of her is the remnant of my grandmother, her great-grandmother, who she named after, Hendrix Amanda, from my mother, her grandmother, and from her mother. And so when I think about legacy, the legacy of the young ladies I touched at Godby High School, the students I reached, that I can leave a little bit in them, may miss indifferent, right? And then sometimes I even want to get them an and one, right? That sometimes even though life knocked me down, when that ref blew the whistle and said, foul on the play, I didn't look for the foul. I still went forward to make the basket. So legacy to me is just legitimately living a life in such a way that I give the successes passed down, but I also show you your mistakes that you can avoid because you saw me make them on my shot chart.